Hi everyone, I am HALL Dilshan with registration number E20070. My research project is titled Performance and Safety Evaluation of R290 Flammable Low Global Warming Potential Refrigerant in Split Air Conditioning Systems. This research is supervised by Professor Primal Fernando at Department of Mechanical Engineering, University of Peradeniya. Today I will present the progress of my experimental investigation. Under introduction and background part, first we consider global warming issue. Global warming is one of the major environmental challenges today. The refrigeration and air conditioning sector contributes to global warming mainly through high electricity consumption and refrigerant leakage. As air conditioning demand increases in tropical countries like Sri Lanka, it becomes essential to shift toward refrigerants with low global warming potential to reduce environmental impact. Now let us look problems of R32. Currently R32 is widely used in modern split air conditioners because it has zero ozone depletion potential and better efficiency compared to older refrigerants like R22. However, R32 still has a relatively high global warming potential of about 675. Although it does not harm the ozone layer, it still significantly contributes to global warming. Therefore, there is a need to explore environmentally friendly alternatives. Then, what are the advantages of R290? R290, also known as propane, is a natural refrigerant with zero ozone depletion potential and a very low global warming potential of about 3. It has favorable thermodynamics properties that can potentially improve cooling performance and reduce compressor discharge temperature. However, R290 is highly flammable, so performance and safety must be carefully evaluated before practical application. The research gap of this study is clearly shown here. Although many studies have analyzed R290, most of them are simulation based or conducted on redesigned systems. There is limited experimental research on directly replacing R32 with R290 in an existing split air conditioning system without redesign. Especially under tropical conditions like Sri Lanka. In addition, practical charge optimization and safety evaluation have not been sufficiently studied. Therefore, experimental validation is needed. The main objective of this study is to experimentally evaluate the performance and safety of using R290 as a direct drop-in replacement for R32 without modifying the system. Especially, I compare cooling capacity and COP, analyze the effect of refrigerant charge mass, and evaluate safety based on maximum allowable charge limits. This slide presents my project timeline for the 10-week period. I have completed the initial stages including topic finalization, proposal presentation and literature review. From week 10 onward, I plan to actively engage in the practical data collection phase of the study. First, baseline testing is performed using R32 to obtain reference data such as pressures, temperatures, cooling capacity, and COP. Then, R32 is safely recovered and the system is evacuated. R290 is charged at approximately between 35 and 45% of the original R32 mass. After that, A charge optimization study is conducted by testing multiple charge levels and recording performance data under steady state conditions. Through my literature review, I identified several key technical details. Cooling capacity is calculated using the refrigerant mass flow rate and enthalpy difference across the evaporator. The coefficient of performance or COP is calculated as the ratio of cooling capacity to compressor power input. These parameters are used to compare the performance of R32 and R290. Literature suggests that R290 requires a lower charge due to its thermophysical properties. Since many studies are simulation based, my main practical contribution is conducting a real charge optimization study. For each charge level, I measure cooling capacity COP, compressor discharge temperature, and power input. Then I plot COP versus refrigerant charge and cooling capacity versus refrigerant charge. The optimum charge is identified where COP is maximum while maintaining stable pressures and safe discharge temperatures. Now I will present the strategy used to improve efficiency. Efficiency is improved mainly through charge optimization. Additionally, condenser pressure behavior is monitored to prevent excessive compressor work. Superheat is controlled to ensure only vapor enters the compressor, and compressor current is measured to evaluate electrical power consumption. These parameters help identify the most energy efficient operating condition. Now I will move on to discuss safety evaluation and the future scope of this research. Since R290 is highly flammable, safety evaluation is critical. The optimized refrigerant charge is compared with the maximum allowable limit based on safety standards. As a future improvement, a secondary loop system can be implemented. This system R290 is confined to the outdoor unit, reducing the risk of indoor leakage and improving operational safety. The following are the references I have used. Thank you.